AI is becoming a lot more professional. Hello, my friends, how are you doing? Today I have a lot of AI news for you, and one of the main takeaways for most of these news is that AI is becoming integrated in the tools that you can use every day for your work to create amazing things for the world. The first news here is that stability animation is now a thing. Now, the interesting thing is that this looks very close to Deforum because apparently the stability team has helped the Deforum team to develop that interface, and it also looks very much like the forum, but it runs on their computer. So sadly, this is not for free. You have to pay for the render time, and you also have to use their models on their server. So actually it kind of does less than the forum. It's not as stable from the videos you can see here. So but at least it's a good start. They are starting to integrate animation into their Dream Studio service. Now, the next news is pretty amazing. It's called Adobe Aero and is an AR tool that you can use to create real-world experiences with AR. Now, Adobe is using AI to help you, instead of coding everything by hand, to develop these tools very easily, these experiences. And then this is also integrated with the Google Geospatial Creator, so you can actually put this on the map so people can look at it in the real world at the location where you put this. Another cool thing here is that the people who want to enjoy your AR creations don't need to download an app. All they need to do is to scan a QR code or follow a link, which is really cool because it opens it up to everybody. The next tool is called Shap-E, and this is creating 3D shapes from text. Now, these shapes are not great, they are not highly sophisticated, but this is a next step to create 3D shapes with AI. And another great news for you is that apparently Midjourney has also announced that they are starting research into creating 3D shapes through text. So that is really cool because from the amazing quality that their pictures have, we can only imagine how cool 3D worlds will be from Midjourney. And now here's a ton of news from Google because now they are really unveiling the massive research in AI that they have done for years now. Now, one of the coolest things here is called the Universal Translator. And what this is doing is that it can take any video and it will analyze the voice pattern and the intonation and of course what is said. So it is creating a translation into other languages, and then of course not just creating subtitles from that, but actually creating an audio file that sounds like the original speaker but in another language, and then also lip sync the video to that so it looks like the person in the video actually speaks that language. That is pretty mind-blowing.
Don't realize is that knowing when to ask for help and then following through on using helpful resources.
Muchos universitarios no comprenden que saber cuándo pedir ayuda y usar recursos.
Next, in a very surprising move, I have to say, Google is teaming up with Adobe, especially Firefly, to create images with their Google service, especially with Google Bard. But apparently this is also used in their other services. So for example, if you have Google Slides and you want to create a slideshow, you want to create a presentation, you can use text to image to create images for your slideshow. Another thing they can do with AI is that the AI is looking at your complete presentation, what you want to show, text and images, and creating speaker notes for you, which is pretty amazing. Another big news from Google is that they are working on two huge AI models. One is called Palm 2. It's a language model and very, very capable. The other one is called Gemini, and these models can do incredible things. So Palm 2, for example, is trained to have better logic and better reasoning to understand what you want to achieve and to give you the solutions for that. Also, it is trained on 100 languages, so it can also create results that help you with these languages, for example, working with people in other regions in the world. Now, another very interesting thing here is that Google says you can train Palm 2 on your needs, so it can be fine-tuned to different purposes. For example, for security purposes, so that Palm 2 can find malicious code inside of software, or for medical purposes. So for example, it can look at medical pictures and analyze what the AI is seeing in the picture to give a report to the doctor. This AI technology is also integrated in other tools from Google, for example, Gmail, where it can write email responses for you that are phrased in different styles. And it can also, of course, then be used in Google Docs to either create complete text for you or to help you write text by making you suggestions what you should do next. But another interesting thing here is that the AI can look into your Google Docs or into conversations that you had so far and can pull out the information from these docs to insert that. So for example, you can say, what kind of dishes have we talked about so far? It will make a list and then put it into the text or into the email. That's pretty mind-blowing. One thing that is also big for Google is to be responsible with their AI, and an interesting move from their side, especially apparently with the Gemini model, is that they have trained it to find AI created, synthetically created images and synthetically created content so that this can be marked. So two of the functions they want to integrate is watermarking these creations so that it is clear that they are synthetic and not real. And the other one is metadata for these images, which is also good for creators because they can add more information to their content so it can be easier found. Of course, Google has even more tools to offer because they already have a huge cosmos of different tools. So Bard, for example, is trained on over 20 coding languages and can help you develop software and code with the help of the Bard AI. Another thing here is Google Photos, which of course is integrated in all their Android phones to upload the pictures to the cloud, and they are using AI to edit these photos. For example, to remove things from an image that you don't want to have in there. You can also extend images to the side to add more content, or repositioning objects and people in the photo, and also changing the sky and changing the ambient light. And then Google also announced 3 other tools. Imagine, to create images from text. Then also Cody, which is a coding AI tool to help you write code. And Chirp, which is a tool for speech to text. So not creating audio from text, but the other way around. You talk to the AI and it's converting it to text, which of course is a very important part because that means that you can speak directly to the AI, as we can already do, for example, with Google search on your phone or your computer. Let me know in the comments what your favorite new tool is from all these developments. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Bye! Oh, you're still here. So this is the end screen. There's other stuff you can watch like this or that. It's really cool. And yeah, I hope I see you soon. Leave a like if you haven't yet. And well, yeah,